Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't figured out Chromatic Monolith. I've made exactly 0 progress, so there's really nothing I can say there. I didn't record it or anything, I just looked at the feed of, you know, the VOD from last stream, so I could just look at the stage, and I just didn't figure anything out. But here, I was just thinking, even though I did get stuck on how to actually beat the level, I do have sort of an idea of what I want to do to get the Omega key. So I think... So here's my reasoning. So if you know, we have 3 of these negatives, and you also have 2 positives. Now, which is easier to get? Well, it's easier to get positive keys, right? Because you have this here, you have this here. These all give you infinite positive keys. Whereas getting negative keys seems a lot harder. Like, we have this here, this, and this sign flip. And that's actually it. Because this -1 won't be enough to you know, get -3 to get through one of these. So you can count this one out. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And this one has to be from positive to negative then. And yeah, that exactly matches up with this. So that means we have to get -8 to start off. So that's... I'm fairly certain about that. And then we just need to, so I can immediately just do this. I think we can also just get rid of these, because those will be annoying. Okay, now we actually don't have any other options than doing this. Now, I don't like this -20, but I do like this. Yeah, here's the thing. We also need to get to a positive number. And we also have 2 salvages to work with, still. That I also need to keep in mind. We can't change them, because we don't have pure or stone. But we can do stuff with it. Okay, I did just have a revelation. If I make one of these salvages have black on the outside, then I could potentially use that here. Like, if I get 11 black from these 2... Oh yeah, okay, I think I figured that out. That's good. That's one problem solved. So 51 and 52, 8 and 3 stone. Inside, same. Outside, black. So actually, I don't need the stone Omega key. Okay. Oh no, wait, I do need it. Yeah. And this is also for winning. So, win. So I'll just... So for 51 and 52, you get 8 and 3 stone. Which, yeah, inside is stone, outside is black. Right, because then you get... does that work? Not sure, actually. Because in that case you get... -11 black. Oh, that's the wrong sign. Okay. So that actually doesn't work? Okay, what other options do I have? Well, I have a -5, I have a -3. Let me see, maybe I got rid of something I needed. I mean, this is still a thing. This is still something that could be very useful. If I have -11 stone keys, and I make the outside of this black, and I put that here, then we can get 11 black. And then if we do this series of events, and I make this be... So this won't have any pure in it. It will just be... The inside will be black, and the outside will be stone. Yeah, I think that works. So... Yeah. Now I'm not sure. This is definitely then one of these two. But I might not have... It might not be possible to get 11 or minus 11 stone keys. I actually don't think it is. You can get -9. But that's it. Yeah. There's not any other options. So actually... Yeah, you get this one and you get these two. Alright, that's... I'm fairly certain about that. So for the win, what we do is we make 51 and 52 the blast negative stone door and -2 stone outside black. And then 53 is the blast pure, so the blast positive pure door. So the one in the bottom left, the one that's already there in the salvage point. And for that, I need inside, what did I say? Black, outside stone. Get 11 black, or yeah, get -9 stone, then get 11 black, also get 0 pure, and then win. Alright, so if I can do all of those things, we can win. Now that might actually already be possible, who knows? No, wait, it's not possible because this one has to... Yeah, so we do need to do the Omega key first. Alright, so let's actually now think about what we need to do for the Omega key. So I'll put this down here, just so we don't have to deal with that right now. So yeah, as I said, we absolutely need to get this. Oh yeah, this is for the... Sorry. Oh yeah, wait, but if I get this -8 to start off, then actually... Hold on. I'll just make a separate note. So, alternatively, for the win, start by getting -8 stone, and then salvage -3 stone, and then the rest is identical. So probably only one of these two is actually going to work. We'll see, but that's something we can worry about later. You know what, I'll just, because I think it's funny, I'll just make it like this so that you can barely see it. Yeah, so right now, or I'll make this a different color so we can clearly, you know, see that these are different cases. So for the Omega, what we do is get the -8 stone. And yeah, see pink. I'll just write things down here, honestly. There we go. So yeah, we get this. We need to get this. That's important. This one, we may actually not need because we have this. So, yeah. This one is actually not that useful. It might be useful to get this, though. And also, in the case that we can't get rid of these, then maybe this will be useful. That's the only other case I can think of. But yeah, we need this. We absolutely need this as well. And of course we would need one of these unstar keys. Now I don't think this one is going to be very accessible, and we only need to unstar once. So I think we want to get this one, but I'm not sure. We'll put a question mark there. One thing that I'm also confused about... Oh, okay, this one eye, just make sure that you can get to 0. Okay, I'll put that in black, because that's for the win condition. So we don't need that for the Omega key, but we do need that for the win condition. because we need to get to 0 pure at the end. Okay. Well, I can just start, I guess. I can just try stuff, because there's not too many options, I feel. I think we could just try and see what happens. Like, I'm already fairly certain about these first few steps, so that's good. Now it's just the question, well, now I actually don't have any other options. Except, I guess I could do this. That's kind of wasteful. And then I can't do anything else. So yeah, I probably should do this first. Then I need to get an unstar. But this one is not possible yet because I have -8. This one could be. But then I need -20. Oh, I think you get the star key down here. That could be it. Yeah. But then you can't open this because you don't have 12. Hold up. I think this is where maybe a salvage comes in. Possibly. Actually, I doubt it. I don't know what you would salvage here. That would be useful. I mean, you can salvage something like this, but it's not gonna do very much. I mean, I could potentially use black again as an intermediary step to get more stuff. I can't influence stone right now, so that's not gonna happen, but I can influence pure, so I probably want to salvage pure locks. Really, I just need 12 pure keys and then we're good. Yeah. 12 pure keys. I guess, okay, I came up with one more etch case. I could salvage this and make it black, and then I get an extra negative. But yeah, that could be. I'll write that down, I guess. So possible edge case salvage 3 stone omega. Make inside black, and then I can get. Then I can get another one. Problem is I then need to get 3 black, which I don't know how I'm gonna do that exactly. How will I get 3 black keys? Well, there's a couple of options, I think. Right? Because you can... Actually, there's only one. This one. If I get this, and then the outside of this is black, I get 5 black keys, which is enough to do this, but not to do this or anything, or, you know. So yeah, actually that is a possible edge case. Other salvage is then -5 pure, where the outside is black. Alright. Just gonna move some notes around. Okay. Is there anything else I can do in this case? Because, okay, I've identified a possible edge case, but like, what do I do in this case? Because this is not that case. So, as I said, this is the only option. Then, this -20, I do need to keep in mind, like, I can salvage more than what I have available right now, because if I start with 8, then I can get to more places. So that I don't need to worry about. I just need to worry about, can I make a line of salvages that actually works out? So, again, this is not going to happen. Because I don't have this unstarred. I need to get 12 pure. That's the only option. So I need to increase my pure key count by 8. And then also I have this negative 20, which is annoying. Okay. What if I do 2 blast doors? Or something like that? Because I do have... Hold up. I mean, the negative 20 just feels too limiting, you know? And the moment I get this, by the way, like, I'm also screwed. Then I can't change pure anymore. Which actually isn't a problem. Never mind, it's not a problem. Okay, so I actually need to get 12... I just need to get 8. And then... then I can star this, and then I can go through here. And then we're fine. Okay, so how do I get 8? 8 pure keys. I have 2 salvages, so that's good. Well, the one thing I was thinking of was if you do this, and then let me go back a few steps. I have this one here. If I make the outside of this pure, but the problem is I don't have that. But I don't have that omega key. I don't have that. That doesn't work. Okay, so I'll scrap that idea. Is there anything I can do with current salvages? Like, can I use black as an intermediary step once again? I guess I could. I guess I could salvage these 2 and then use black as an intermediary. So I make this black, and then I make this black on the inside and this pure. But then I get negative 8, which is not what I want. Is there any way to get around that? No, in fact there isn't. So I'm fairly sure that this is not possible. So I actually need to do this. Alright, so it actually is this case. So the negative 8 start doesn't work. Need 12 pure. Can't get that. I guess no, there is one more edge case, which I haven't considered. No, wait, there's one more edge case. Let me... Before I definitively say anything, let me try that. I can also try doing this, and then just having all of these starred. So what I'll do is I'll make this here, I'll do this, and then I basically want to salvage this one. So assume that this one is salvaged, and the outside of this is pure, and the inside is black. And then I use this, so I use these 2. So here I get black. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, but I can salvage this one and this one. Then I get negative 10 black, and then I get 5 pure. So then I actually can get through here. So I just need to salvage this now. Alright. So if you start with negative 8 stone, we have a couple of options. So we can do... Or no, we actually have... What am I saying? We only have one option. So, negative 5. Oh wait. So yeah, 51 and 52 are the negative 5 pure, where the inside is black, and the blast pure when the outside is black. And that's actually all you need. And then, yeah, I should probably also add star pure before you even open the 6 pure door. There we go. So now my goal is just to salvage those 2 things, and then we should be good for the foreseeable future. So okay, now I can do different stuff. My only goal is to salvage those 2. So okay, we want to get. And this works, yeah. Negative. Just need to sign flip here, right? So how do I salvage this? I need to. Oh wait, I have this. Right. Yeah. Okay, that works. I'll just put it into 51, it actually doesn't matter. In this case, it literally does not matter. Alright, so that's one of them, and then the other one was the star pure door, which is going to be a lot easier, because you just go there, and you do it. Alright, and then So, here... the inside was black. And here the outside was black. Alright. Oops. There we go. Bam, bam. Alright, so now I can do this and do this, so I get 15. And I can star this. And now we can go on our merry way. Because now we can go through all these. This will be unstarred, finally. Oh wait, I forgot to get this. This will be unstarred. I don't know. We'll open this. And I don't know if I want to get 12 or just a specific number. I think we want to get specifically 3. So I do... Wait, no. No, yeah, if I keep going, I get 4. Wait, I can be smart about this. Right? Oh no, that's exact. I can't be smart about this. There we go. So we go up here. Okay, this doesn't affect anything. Okay, we get this -9, which is gonna do that. We can get this 12. This is gonna be like this, and like this. And then we're good. Because now we sign flip this, and we go up here, and we get this. Yeah, let's go. We actually made progress. I don't know if the other method was possible, but it definitely could have been. But yeah, someone else can work that out. I'm glad that I just figured something out today. Yeah, and now we also have... Oops. I can just go back to the start. So yeah, now we can actually do this as the outside. Yeah, I wrote it down here. So actually... I'll just... So this was here. Okay, I can cover up all of this because it's not actually used anymore. There we go. Then here. So Let me just do something real quick. Node, -8 stone, solution. I don't know, that's probably not gonna be relevant because I've already gotten the Omega key. But hey. In case my recording fails or something, then I at least know that. Anyway. So now I need to set up those salvages. So blast, negative stone door, and -2 stone. So we need to get these two. Alright, so that means we need to get -8. And I'll just salvage this one first. Really doesn't matter. And then we go back. And we go in. Damn it. Nope. And then 52, we get this one. Let me see if Keen has anything to say. You don't, okay. Probably after I beat this world, I imagine. But hey, we've gotten 11 Omega keys now, I haven't really mentioned that. But we're 3 away from getting them all. So that's cool. Anyway, so what were the colors again that I needed to do? So outside is black for both of these. Inside is black, outside is stone for this one. Okay, outside black, inside black, outside stone. Good. Outside black. Outside black. Outside stone, inside black. There we go. That looks so cursed. But hey, that's just how it is. So actually, which one do I get then? I think I get the -8. No, but if I do the -8, I can't really progress in the level. So I do have to get the 8. But I do have to actually find a way to get to negative then. Yeah, in this case, okay, so this is probably why this one isn't possible, is because if you get the -8 stone at the start, you can't really progress in the level unless you have those other two, unless you have these specific salvages that I wrote down here, which we don't, fun fact. So, yeah. So we need to start with 8. That's basically, I'll just put a mark here so that I don't forget, because I am certain of that. Alright, so now we have a lot of options. We can go over here. We can, I guess, I guess this is fine. Yeah. Okay, we want to get rid of our stone keys, right? I feel like we want to do that. Okay, I think this is what you need to do. Okay, it feels wasteful to let go of like 10 pure keys, but it does feel like that's the only thing you can do here. Because the moment you star this, you can't unstar it, so we can't actually do that for the win. I guess I'll do this. So yeah, then we can progress through here. Oh, but if I get this sign flip, we're actually... Okay, we need to get both. That's fine. That's actually okay. Problem is I can't get this now, so that doesn't work. How do I get this -2? I feel like that's something I need to focus on. Because how do I get rid of more of these? Oh god. I don't know. Nah. I don't see it. Yeah, because this has to be -1 if I do this. But I want to get -9 stone, so that just doesn't work. So actually this option doesn't work. Right? Maybe if I start with negative? No, but then I need to do something different. I mean, which salvage did I end up using in this case? I mean, I did have two of these. Yeah. Maybe I use the edge case here. I don't know if that's useful. Salvage 3 stone omega, make inside black. Other salvages -5 pure, outside black. No, but that was when I started with H, which I'm already doing. And I feel like this is what you need to do here. The salvages are, like, definitely correct. Like, it's either one of these two options, but if I am working in this regime, I don't think it's possible. And I can... Okay, let's start with the other one and see if it would actually work. Because yeah, we don't have to deal with this. This is not really useful at the moment. I mean, it could be to actually get rid of more stone keys if we need to do that. And then yeah, we still need to get to here, which is still just done with the salvages that I had before. It's not gonna happen with the ones I have right now. So yeah, that's actually, it's just not possible. Okay, so it does actually need to be this, but I just don't see how I could do it. This one is like guaranteed this. And then these two, maybe they're different, maybe it's something else. Maybe I can actually get... Hold on, maybe I can actually get -11. Let me think. If I could get -11, then I would only need this one. But how would I get -11 stone? Doesn't really feel possible. Right. Or maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. Maybe I need some combination of this and this. Well, I have 10, which is not 11. Fun fact. So, yeah, if I then salvage this, and I make the outside black, or the outside stone, then I have negative something stone. Oh, but I have -1 from before. Yeah. Because if I do this, I have -1. So then if I do that with the pure... Yeah, okay, that works. And then I actually have what I need. And I can also progress. Okay, so I don't need to salvage this one, I need to salvage this one and put it here. Alright. So I'll just You know what? I'm too lazy. I'll just put in an extra note. This is the annoying part about having to go back all the way. Actually, can you? No, you can't. Yeah, whatever. So, blast negative stone door and blast positive pure door. So here it's outside black, and then blast positive pure door is outside stone. Yeah, okay. God, this is becoming a mess. Okay, but I'm fairly certain that's correct. So 52 needs to be that. Okay, the -2 and the -9 really were a red herring. That's insane. Anyway, so what was it again? So you have pure, and you take away stone. That's weird that that's an intermediary step. That's like a really fun twist though. I like that. And it's not annoying to set up like the last stage. The last stage was really annoying to set up. So yeah, actually we do get -8. So actually in both cases we get -8. That's funny. Oh no, wait, sorry, we don't. I messed up. It's this. Yeah. Because now... is there anything else I can get? Not really, so... Yep. So now you get this blast pure, you get this... And now... Oh yeah, now you can also open this and open this, which could be nice for the future. And then yeah, okay, now all of the negative stone locks are gone, so like the annoying parts of the level are gone. Because now I think it's a bit more free, what we can do. And this one we don't need to open, so that's actually ideal. That's actually perfect. -5, sign flip, get rid of all of these. Get 2 stone keys, get that. Sign flip again, get 8 stone keys. This one is not necessary. And then this gets you 0. I think we're good. Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. Nice level. That one was fun. That didn't take me too long, did it? It only took me 40 minutes in total. Alright, golden memory. So we're just gonna get all of the Omega keys now. Well, that was easy. That was the freest Omega key ever. You get the feeling you made major progress somehow. Yippee. Alright, so we do need the fact that we have that many... Okay, cool. I found it insane that that was just given to us. Like... Yeah, I mean, whatever. Anyway, did I even read the description on the last one? I don't think I did. Anyway, whoa, for starters, it looks like... Oh, I'll just pretend I didn't say anything. Whoa, for starters, it looks like gates and infinite keys are back, but look at all these stone key variants. We've played around with them several times in the past, but this is really taking a step further, isn't it? And look, there's an Omega key over there too. Well, you're lying because I got it. And then, let's read this. Whoa! Bro, it keeps starting with whoa. Insane. The Master Omega Key! That's like one of the most powerful ones! Surely every puzzle from now on will be a breeze, right? Does he know? No, of course they won't. There's always some way to make things hard. So it's a good thing you're here to solve the puzzles. Alright, cool. Yeah, amazing. Alright, so... Fun fact, if we go to here, we can't really beat the... So that's not gonna happen. So yeah, we need to go here and do some salvaging. But we need to figure out what we want to salvage. So it's at least we have the nice constraint that we can really only salvage 5 or -5. And then the question is, what do we need? We basically have access to every color now except pure. But there's no pure on the salvages, so pure is actually not going to be relevant in this stage. That's good to know. I mean, could you potentially salvage? You can't, so yeah, because it's a pure lag. Okay, so that's good to know. Yeah, so pure is not going to play any role. So really, this is just a way to make sure that the two paths don't overlap, so that you can salvage separately from beating the level. Alright, so... 13 stone keys. Yeah, we can get times -I. Oh no, the return of times -I. Chronolith never left me. Anyway, so... we need to... oh, okay, this is interesting. So, we get 2 of these right off the bat. And then we need to do something with these here. So, okay, we get some number of negative master keys. And then, yeah, you get 0, you get that again. Okay, so you just need to get some number of negative master keys 4 times. That's basically the gist of it. And then at the end, you still need to have 1 eye stone key remaining, and you also need to have 0 bran. So I assume bran will be relevant in this stage, but otherwise it wouldn't really be, you know, a key count, and also, you know, yeah, it makes sense. I assume the possible relevant colors here will be, you know, not pure, but yeah, master, brown, and stone will be relevant. Possibly we might also have blue being relevant. Like, I mean, really, I can just interchange any color for blue, it doesn't actually matter, but it's possible that a non-brown color will be relevant in this stage somehow. So I might write that down already. So, relevant colors. So, pure, not relevant. Oh yeah, I should probably say for salvages. Pure is not relevant. And then master, stone, brown, obviously relevant. Potentially a non-brown color, like blue. I mean, it's interchangeable. Alright. So, yeah. I assume most of these salvages will have, like, master on the outside. I think all of them actually need to have that. Is there any world in which they don't have that? I guess, yeah, no, you could get brown. That could work. Oh, is this one of those stages where... God, is this one of the... oh, yeah, yeah. I think this is one of those stages like the one in World 8. You know, this one, stable loop, where I conveniently did not make any notes. But yeah, it is actually just this, because you can very clearly see that. And yeah, it's also with 5s. This is literally just that level. This is the 3rd time this level layout has appeared. Because I just want to remind you, the bane of my existence, this level, also had this layout. Which, I figured out the layout, I just didn't figure out the thing with this for the longest time. But yeah, so we again have this layout. I mean, it must be that, right? Is there any difference? Oops. Let me just go back to here. So... in this case, I'll just take a screenshot of the locks at this point, and I'll try to find my old notes. Alright, I went ahead and looked at my old solution. I did get a bit confused because it was my notes from T2, 3, and the order was different to where it is here, but should be fine. So what we'll do now is write on this. So this one was times 3. This one was times 2. And then this was Bran. This, after you do Bran for both of these, you then, I'm just gonna make this a different color, you then double this one and double this one. And that's your cycle. So what we also definitely need, of course, is these 3 key types. Which, yeah, we need to keep that in mind. So that's probably what the setup phase is gonna be for this. So, oh wait, you can't see it anymore. Okay, I need to keep that on screen, like that. Can you still see that? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just had some focusing issues with the windows. Okay, so we can go back to here now, and we can actually set things up. So... let's see. So I need, one of them is negative and the other 2 are positive. Now here's the thing, the order matters here because I need to have these 2 get me, you know, what I need at the start. So I need -5 master keys. So I need to salvage that top left one. So the one with cyan here. I don't know if you can see my cursor when I'm going over this. You should be able to see it. Okay, so this top left one, we need to do because we need to get -5 master keys. And then we also need, what else do we need? We need brown keys. So we also need this one. Yeah, and then this cyan is basically a substitute for stone, which we have enough of. So that's actually good. Now here's the main problem. Is that we have 13 stone keys. And I actually don't want 13 stone keys. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna deal with that problem. That's gonna be the main issue. Alright, but we'll definitely start by doing those first 2 salvages, because I'm pretty sure that those are correct. So... this top left one is 54, and this one's 55, and this one's 56. So positive, negative, positive. Alright. Should probably start by getting this. I also... oops. Need to keep that on screen. Alright, so... positive, negative, positive. So we do this first. I'll just salvage them all first. So we first do this, and then we salvage this one. Alright, and then finally we do 56, which was positive. So, yeah, now we should be good on that. Yeah, so now I just gotta added some stuff here. Oh yeah, we're at 12 Omega keys now, yippee. Okay, so 54 was... the middle is stone, the outside is master. Alright. Then this one was... the middle is master, the outside is Bran. I think I clicked off again. Sorry. Middle is... nope. There we go. That looks right. And the last one is inside is stone, outside is brown. Alright, that should be good now. Now hopefully I can somehow beat the level even though we have 13 stone keys and here we need 1 eye and... You know, surely it'll work out perfectly fine and we don't have any issues. Alright, so now if I look at my notes again, we need -3 of this and a -2 of that. And which one is that? That's the one with master on the outside, so... Oh, wait. Before I forget, need to do that first. I mean, I could do it. I could not do it, but then I'm just wasting my time. Because it's an extra cycle that I just get for free. Okay. Negative, and then bam, and then bam. Alright, and now we get this. We get this. And we get this. I messed up. This needs to happen here. Okay, so there's an extra step that I forgot about, but that's not too bad. I think, yeah, we're now at the same position that we were when we started. So let me just do this 3 more times. Oh, wait. Let me just do this a couple more times and then we'll be there. The fact that you have to jump up for these is actually diabolical. Okay, here's the thing. If I get this now I just need to get rid of these locks. Right? So, -5, 10, 5, but I need to have 0 brown, so that actually doesn't work. So I need to do it in a different order. Okay, at what point in this loop did I have 0 brown? Well, when I'm doing this, I get 0 brown, so I think I need to do that last, right? Maybe it's already something in this loop. I could just look up my solution from before, because it's the same trick as before, I just forgot how it works exactly. Oh yeah, I should probably check first that I actually need to get all 3 of these, but I'm pretty sure I do need to get all 3. Because 1 eye, if I do 13 times -I times -I times -I, I get to -13i, then -13, and then, yeah, 13i. Yeah, okay, so I do need to get all 3. Okay, how did this work again? Maybe getting 0 here? No, but I need to double it up. So, yeah, like that. But then don't double it up. Then I get this. Then I get this. And then I just do this one a whole bunch? No, because then I get more of those, so that doesn't work. I need to find a way to waste more of these, I think. If I... Hold on. If I double this one and then double this one once more, I think we might be good. Right. Because then I get -10, I get -5. No. Actually, not at all. How do I even open this anyway? I need to have 0... Okay, let me actually think about how you open this to begin with. Like, I need to think about the end state of this. If I open this, I need to have -5 of these. But then I get bran from that, so that's the problem. So I can't open this one last, because then I would have brown at the end. So this one can't be last. It must be before this one, because this is where you lose 5 bran. And then we end the stage with this, so I think the order is gonna be this, this, and then this. Does that make sense? Let me try that. Hold up, so... Okay, but yeah, wait. Technical difficulties. Mostly just logical difficulties, actually, but whatever. You get the point. I think I want one less of these, because I don't want to have 5 brown in the end. And then I do this, I get rid of this, and I do this one more time. I think that's too many. Oh, shoot. Because now I have -5, but I need 0. Okay, here's the thing. Don't actually need to do that last one, do I? And also, I shouldn't forget that... Okay, I think I got it. So, you start this cycle by doing bam, bam, and then you do this, and then you get this. You just do a normal cycle. Whoops, wrong way around. And then, okay, at this point, you do this. Okay. Okay, and now we can get this, and now I just need to get brown to 0 and open all 3. So this is the point where you say, okay, I'm gonna do this one twice, this one twice, open this, do this once, and then do this 2 more times. So then you get -5, -5, 0, -5, -5, 0, and I opened that one too many times. There we go. Okay, so all of them twice, and then that's good. -5, -5, 0. Actually, I didn't need to open all of them twice. I didn't need to ×2 all of them, I think. But oh well. We got there in the end, you know? If you want a more clean version of that, I think my old stream, where I did 8A, is gonna be a bit better for that. But anyway, we got it. So that's cool. I can get rid of this now. Unless the next level maybe also uses it. Fizzling memory. Okay, is this gonna be pure or is this gonna be... It's probably gonna be glitched then. Like fizzling? Probably not. Oh, okay, this one's just also free. Thanks, game. 1 more Omega key left. Insane. God damn, what the hell is this? Oh, this is gonna be a level. The glitch Omega key 2. I'm starting to realize we must be really close with the end with all the... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna retry that. Wait, the glitch Omega key 2 already? I'm starting to realize we must be really close to the end with almost all the Omega keys unlocked. And, in a sense, we're only able to solve these meta puzzles once... Maybe we should enjoy the process of working out on these puzzles while we still can. Oh yeah, once. I mean, as in once, like, you can only solve them once. My bad, okay. I misread. Anyway, so this one also has a thing like this. Now, here's what I find interesting, is that they just give these three options, but I could just do this, right? No, I can't. Okay, the way it's set up actually forces you to get the one above you. Okay, so let's just do that. That's just some busy work. There's no way to avoid that. And then we can focus on the rest of the level. Alright. Okay. So, we have the glitch Omega key now. We are going to start, like, every type of key imaginable. Jesus Christ. Okay. We also have a lockless pure door right at the end. Interesting. I haven't seen that before. Looks weird, because, like, here you still have a bevel. Here you don't. It's just... it's just pure. Alright. That's all forced. So what do we get? We get everything starred, except glitch, except pink, orange, purple, basically all of the colors we're going to use in this level. So, I mean, I think this is basically saying, don't try to use any other colors. It's not going to work. Stone is also starred, so we don't have to deal with stone shenanigans. We do have to deal with pure... We also have some master keys. Okay, what's also interesting here is that the moment you step through here, you get 0. So this indicates that whatever we're going to do here is going to be limited to here. So we can, you know, we can choose to double these up as we want. But then the moment we go through here, we get 0. So ideally, I assume we're going to want to divide these 5 up over these 3 in the optimal way. Yeah, okay. Okay, brown is also starred. That's actually very good, because brown and glitch together are very confusing. So we just have to deal with... We just have to deal with glitch, then some colors, then pure, and master. That's actually it. And these master keys really just are for doubling, so actually we also don't need to deal with that. Okay, the first thing that caught my eye was that lockless pure door. I want to see how you work with that. Because that's, I think is going to be the biggest restriction here. So if we open this lockless pure door, then... well, we don't have the pure Omega key yet, otherwise this stage would be a lot simpler, I think. Because, yeah, we can make this anything we want, actually, besides glitching. So, actually, the glitch has to be... Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is actually true. No, that's not true. Okay. Anything that will have one definitive value, like, let's say we know for sure that this is orange. Now, we can just make it orange. We don't have to make a glitch. So, anything that's glitch will be some combination of multiple of these things, or it's just pure. That's also possible. I don't know if that's a major restriction, probably not, but I'll write it down anyway. So, any glitch on the salvages will be either just pure or combination of multiple key colors, including possibly pure. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. I'll just put that down here. This area of the stage is not really relevant anyway. So yeah, okay. So I feel like this is also kind of a system of equations that we're getting here, possibly. But first I want to look at what this is going to give. So pure, and then we have a lockless pure door. So, okay, that's going to make some stuff here pure. So, for example, the outside of one of these locks. I think that's the only useful thing, actually. Could be the inside as well, actually. But we need to get that to 0. So, we need some things that add up to 99. So let's see, what are our options? Well, before this point, we've obtained 0 pink. And also 0 cyan. And also 0 purple. And also, actually not 0 orange. But everything else will be 0. Right? Yeah. But the problem is we can't really know, because these locks could manipulate these values afterwards, after these locks. So we can't really say that for sure. I do find it interesting that these are positioned like the way they are here. This one pink key is interesting. Anyway, I'm just looking at stuff. Let's actually think. So... So 99... What locks would work with this? Well, I don't think we're gonna get 96 of any key type. But if we did, we could have 96 and then 3. Could be the same actually, because we have 96 anyway. And then we get rid of all that. And then... yeah, the outside of this is pure. So... that's an option. We also have this option where we divide the 99 between 3 different things. These could also be negative. That's important to keep in mind. And then we also have the option where we divide the 99 between 2 things. Now here's the thing, I don't know how this is gonna... I don't know, it could be that you actually... I think all 3 of these are possible in a way. I think I need to find what is the maximum number of keys that you can have of any key type. And if that's like, you know, let's say that's like only 40, then I know that this isn't possible and that this is also not possible. And then I know it has to be this one. But I think there are multiple options, you know? I think you can get a certain key type to more than that. Because let's say I have this -40, and then I don't know, I use it here, get -40, -40, -40, and then the outside of this is some other color. Well, then I can get that to a large number, so it could also be one of these two. Did I guess? Yeah, so I actually haven't deduced anything from that. I think it's best that we just start from the start, actually. Yeah. Probably. So let's see. So we get 8, we get this, and then we need -3 already. So... well, -3, that screams this to me. Because is there any other option right now? We don't have anything. So, I mean, if you do 8 and then 8, this is just a sign flip basically, so you just get -8. If you do these 3, you get -16. And if you do this, you get 8. Yeah, this one gives you -3, as I thought. So yeah. So we'll need to use this one. I'll label these with... I won't label them with 57, 58, and 59. I think I'll label them with 1, 2, 3. Or ABC, maybe that's better. Then we don't have to confuse them with numbers. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So here we use A with everything orange. Alright. And then that exactly gives you this, and then you can go through. I guess I can already start doing that. Now, it's possible that it's not actually everything that's orange and that some of them are glitches, but we don't know that yet. So for now, we'll just assume that all of it is orange. Alright. So, okay, we'll double this one. I'll just double, you know, for good measure, I'll just double all of these a few times. Not that we'll be able to do a lot with them right now. But yeah, okay, we use this. Bam. Then we go through here. Okay, we get this. We also have 0 of this, so this just sets up, you know, the fact that we have, that the glitch will then be this. Okay, we get -2, we get 6, and then we again need to get -3 and then this. Okay, how do we do that? What options do we have in that regard? Well, again, we could do this, I think. We actually can't, right, because we don't have 3. This would work, but this doesn't work. So we don't have 3, so yeah, okay. So I guess this might be a glitch. That could be. What other options do we have? Surely we have other options. Well, we need exactly 0, so... Or exactly, yeah, we need exactly -3 because of this. So... If we do 6, 6, and 2, I mean... get like stuff like 10 and stuff like... I don't think you can get 3 from these numbers just by adding and subtracting a bunch. You can get 4, you can get 2, you can get 0. I guess if you do this 2 times and then you get 12 and then... No, that doesn't work. How would you get 3? You can't. Right? It doesn't work because all of it is even. I should have realized that way earlier. All of it is even and this is odd, so that just doesn't work. So this one also has to be A. Alright, so it's A with the 3 being purple. So we already know that this is then a glitch. Okay, so I'll keep working like this incrementally until it doesn't work anymore. But I think this might be the strat, honestly. So, yeah. And actually, yeah, these two have to be orange now because just think about it. Like, in both cases, they were orange, but the last lock we opened was purple, so it has to be like this. And that lock is in fact locked in. Cool. That's 1 down. Alright, so... Oh, that's a problem. Hold up. I guess... Oh yeah, I can get that one, then that's fine. I'll just do it 3 times, sure. Okay, so then... Yeah, we can get this. We get our -3. We go through here. We get these. Then we get -3 again. We go through here. We get this. Now we need to sign flip this. So... This needs to be C, but everything is purple, right? Yeah. Again, some of these could be glitches. We don't know that yet. Okay. So, I know this is kind of a slow way to go about it, but I found it easier than just trying to read it. And actually doing it in practice also makes clear that there's like no other options. So... yeah. So this is all purple. Look at that diagram, man. All of it is nicely filled out. I love how like the colors when you've collected an Omega key, they're like when the lock is negative. Can you actually get this? Can you maybe you can collect this. Maybe okay, no, it's just a background. That would be funny though, if they did another key in a situation like that. Okay. So yeah, now we can just continue onward. So I'll double this one up, because we know we need it. Actually, I won't get these yet. I want to get this first. Just so that we don't have pure as our last open block. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can say for now. Okay. So... yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, I'm gonna have to end soon, but I think I can just about fit this level in still. Okay, where was I? Kinda lost focus. Alright, so this. Yeah, and then we get our sign flip. Okay, so then we get this, we get 15. We also get this, and we get -8 of these. And we need to get to -15. Exactly. So what options do we have there? Let's see. -15. Well, we could do something like here. No, actually, this is locked in. This one was locked in, right. Maybe this one isn't locked in yet. If the outside of this is cyan, and then this one is cyan, and this one's purple, that is an option, and it would I think it would actually give us the correct amount, because... let's see. So yeah, you take off the number that you had for cyan, and then you also take off 15. So yeah, that works. Does this work? Probably not, but I need to check it. I mean, if this is anything that's non-zero, this will not work, right? There's no way. Yeah. And if it was something that's 0, well then you can't open this, because you need something non-zero. That's like the only thing that doesn't work for an all door is something that's 0. So yeah, this one isn't it. So it's actually, it is actually C. Alright, so this is C with outside and one all door being cyan. Alright, so then we know how to set up the glitches here. We need to set up 2 glitches. 2 glitches, no bitches. I didn't say that. You heard that. I didn't say anything. You were just mishearing that, honestly. Alright. That should be good. And again, pretty sure that's the only option. If we end up getting to the end, and like, I end up seeing that this is not the way to go, then I'm gonna be very confused, because I really, so far I do not see any other options. So yeah, we'll double this one up twice, and we'll double this one up twice. Alright. And then we can... oops. Okay, we go through here, we get this. Do that. We sign flip. Okay, and then we get these and these. Alright. Okay, now we're here, where we get 15, exactly -40, and 1. And we need to get to 25. Alright. Seems reasonable. Actually, hold up. How the hell do you do that? Because you can't do this, right? Because then you get 40. So I need to still lose 15 more. I guess if you hold up. No, but then you get that. So that's not what you want. Maybe this one will come into play now. Because, I mean, I know, like, everyone can see that, of course, the difference between these two, if you set it up right, is, you know, if you take the absolute values, is 25. I think we have to use this one. I think the fact that we have one of these forces us to use this one. Because we need to get the difference of these two in here. I'm fairly sure. And then this one, we need to get rid of, because it's just not going to work. It's an odd number, and just doesn't work with all this. I know this is also odd, but this is 1 mod 5, this is 0 mod 5. This one needs to go, so one of these needs to be pink, but then only this doesn't work, because you don't just have this. So yeah, no. We need to use B. Okay, so what do? We do all 3 of these, and then the outside is pink as well. So we use B with, yeah, so orange, purple, pink inside, and then pink outside. And again, we're just gonna make it pink and not glitch, because I want to do this step by step. I know you, the viewer, have probably already figured out what I need to put there, but I'm doing it step by step, because I don't want to make any hasty mistakes or anything like that. Alright. Yeah, doing this one from the end was not the play, by the way. Just wanted to mention that. Sometimes that's a good problem-solving strategy. In this case, it really wasn't. But hey, I couldn't have known that beforehand. I think this is fine. I mean, I don't know. This could be different, but we'll see that at the end. For now, we'll just test if this works so far. Up until that last step. Alright. Wait, did I mess this up? Got 15 here. Oh, okay, I need to sign flip this first. No, I don't need to. Oh, okay, that's why I messed up. Stupid mistake. Okay, that would be like a cool other puzzle if you had to actually have to sign flip out there. Okay. So we don't need cyan anymore, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this would be a point where you maybe could get some more cyan. I'll make a note here. You could potentially get more cyan at the here. I'll just do here. And with here, I mean like once the progress of this corridor is here, then you can go back and get more cyan. Anyway, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go straight on ahead and get this pink sorted. So hopefully that is the right sign. It is. Alright, and then 99. How the hell do we do this? Alright, so again, this is where we could have gotten some amount of cyan before, but actually this wouldn't be very helpful because, yeah, no, it wouldn't be. Okay, here's something interesting. If I get this, I get 40, right? What if I were to get that twice? Then I would get just 40 again. It actually wouldn't change. But if I get this one, then I get orange to that, which is different. It's a different thing. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. I can get this to -3. I can get this to 40. No, I can't get it to 40. I can get it to -3. And I don't have any pink left, so I can't do this. I mean, yeah, this effectively rules out pink. Yeah, so pink is not gonna be anywhere in the final locks. Cyan also is not gonna be anywhere in there. So actually cyan will be useless, I think. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, both of these will be glitch. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Could have done that way earlier, but oh well. Now we know for certain, you know? I didn't actually adjust it, did I? I will never not hate these menus. Alright. One more time. We're gonna go through all this. Get that. I still don't know how many times I want to double each one of these up. We'll just do this. I think that's fine. Alright. Now let's see. How do I get you to 0? I probably should first... Yeah, is there any point to me having that? No. Okay, so we can do that. And then I just need to see how this is gonna work out. So... Oh, that's also a problem, actually. The moment I get this one, I'm actually screwed. Hold up. I could potentially, at this point, I could get -3. I don't know if that's useful. Okay, let's assume this one is still here. And then this one isn't. Then I get 43. And I get 40. Which, yeah, that's just taking the difference. I feel like I need this one once and these two once. Or this one I don't need right now, and these two I need more. I think that might be it. Okay, both of these actually yield 43, that's interesting. Is there a logic to that? Could be. Either way, the other option was having 15 here. Let me just try that again. Okay, in that case, you get 25, you get 40. Yeah, this doesn't work, because you don't want that first. 40, then 25 again. If you could do this one more time, wouldn't you be good? No, you would just get 25 again. But if you could do this one twice, also no. I need some way that I can make the numbers work. Like, the fact that it's 99 really does not matter. The fact that I get 99 pure keys is not relevant. I just need to get it to 0. So in what circumstances does that happen? If I open this one, and I have 40 of these, and negative... No, if I have 40 of these, and I open this, I think I get 0. So actually, if I have this one twice, right? Because then... that works, yeah. So actually, I just need to double this one more time. That's it. Because this is a distraction, I think. Okay. So I just need to double this one more time. Okay. I don't know why the rest of the level is just a complete distraction in terms of things, but whatever. Okay, so I made it 2, 2, 3. I think what I can do instead is make it 4. And then I'll just do one of each. I don't think that's necessary, but we'll just do it like that. Okay. So that one's already gone now. Kinda insane. Alright, please work. Okay, why doesn't that do anything? Oh, it doesn't change the key count. Right, right. Yeah, no. That's not what that actually does, my lord. Oh, god. Okay, no, yeah. Okay. I thought that would be too simple, you know? Like I had this sinking feeling, but I just didn't know logically why that is. But yeah, no. The outside is 0 in that case, that is true, but that just means this doesn't change when I open this. Okay, so what I actually need to get this to 0 is this to be negative 40. So this needs to be negative 40, and this already 0, that doesn't work. This needs to be... negative 80, but I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can make that happen. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So this one actually won't get you to 0. Okay, good to know. Now we still have this option. How could we make this go to 0? Well, if we have some number of pure keys x, and then this is equal to, I think, 2x, if you sum those. Like, let's say, again, that we have 40. And then we have 40 and negative 40. And then we take off 40. Oh yeah, actually that was not what I was meaning to say, but that also works, right? Or does that not? No, wait. You need to get negative 40 in the end, so the sum of these three should be 40. Right? Actually, that means I also messed up here, didn't I? Yeah, because this is not. If this is negative 80, then you get 40 from this. Right. I'm forgetting the basics of this game. Yeah, so no, you want this to be double this. So this would need to be negative 20, which again is not possible. Yeah, but doesn't actually that. Okay, so yeah, the one that I've gotten rid of here is probably going to be what we actually need, now that I think of it. Okay, so if this is 40, which is a number we can easily get to, and if this is... if both of these are 40, or negative 40, does that work? I think so. Because then you get negative... no, then you gain 40. That again doesn't work. Oh! If this is 40, if this is negative 40, and if this is 40, then we actually do have a solution, right? Then it actually does work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that could work. Then I need to have the last lock I opened be orange, which... okay, that doesn't actually work out. Does it? I think I have too few master keys. Okay, that's a very scuffed way to get to 25, but you can just do this. Force. Yeah, I think we want to double things up differently. You know, as I said, I'm certain about what blocks we need to have here. I'm just not certain about how many times to double each one up. I think I will do this one 4 times. And this one 3 times. But then I don't have this one, right? So that actually doesn't work. Let me just try this again. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of guessing, which is not good. Could I do this one instead? No, because I don't have that number of keys. I don't have any orange keys. Alright, so wait. Oh, I sign flipped twice. Like an idiot. Alright. Okay. Now here's the thing. If I do this, nothing happens. But wait a sec. I could... There was one step, I think here? No. Where was the step where I could get orange to be different? Here, right? No, because then I have... No. It was here, and then you open up this, and you get -3, right? Or, alternatively, you get 40. No, but then you still get -3. You always get -3 from that. How did I get orange to be the same as purple again that one time? Oh, like that. Okay. So this, and then this. And then this. No, actually that last one doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. So what did I do? So I went ahead and made pink work first, and then I said, okay, we're gonna make sure that orange is 40 by first making it -3, but actually that doesn't matter. What really matters is that we have this on the outside, and then we have 40. Okay, and now we're good. Now we can beat the level. Okay. Damn, that's an interesting one, actually. That ending was not expected. Really, because, like, I thought there would be... You know... I thought it would be... Let me first beat the level. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be, much more constrained, and I thought the ending options, like, there wouldn't be any. But actually, there's that sneaky option there. So, yeah. Bridge to new memories. God, that's a lot of salvages. My god. What the hell? Okay. All of these are output points, and all of these are input points. Look at how many input points there are. What the hell? What is this? Okay, I mean, we can get that. That's kind of free. What the hell is this? Oh, I see. I see. Ah, okay, that's cool. That's actually really cool. Alright, I'll first talk to Kina, but I think I know what the gist of this puzzle is going to be. I won't have time to do it right now, but I'll do it after I'm back home. Because I need to go right now. Okay, Kina still does not have anything to say, weirdly enough. So yeah, as you can probably tell, yeah, so we want that last Omega key. We'll get that in a sec. I'm just rage baiting you by not getting it quite yet. Anyway, so we want to get over here, right? And so we need a bridge. Well, what's the best way to get across? If you want a bridge, well... this massive thing here. Now actually, yeah, this won't open because we have 13 stone keys, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's the only reason this won't open. Okay, so once we salvage this, we're good. And as you can see, 78. And I think... yeah. Do I really need to go back here? Oh wait, that's actually a problem then. If I go back from... here. But yeah, this is 78. Yeah, if I go here and then go back, I end up here, which is not actually what I want, because then I have 0 of everything. And then when I want to go over this bridge, I actually can't. Oh wait, but that's not a problem, because is it? Wait. I could make sure that's not a problem, I think. Because... no, there's literally no key where I have 0 of them. Right. This is actually kind of an issue. Hold on. Because yeah, I can salvage that, sure, but all of these, like this includes every single type of door, right? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm an idiot. You can't get over this in this form, but we literally have every Omega key. So I could just make this... No, but that still doesn't work. Hold up. Yeah, no, that still doesn't work. Because I need to set a condition so that this doesn't open. But I have 0 of everything. Like literally 0 of everything. So how the hell does that work? What? Anyway, I'm gonna get this now. You've been waiting long enough. We got the final Omega key! Yippee! I mean, at this point we know why we've made major progress. Okay, still nothing to say, really. If I teleport to here, that doesn't really change anything. Oh, right. I'm gonna get a gift now. Hold up. No? Oh wait, I need to go here, I think. Yeah. What's this? Final reward, Keena's diary. Oh. Okay. You know what? We'll read this when we get back, because... I need to go now. But yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. I'm still very confused on how we actually make sure that once we salvage this, we actually can get over this bridge. Maybe this bridge is just a giant rage bait. Who knows? I mean, what else would you salvage, honestly? I mean, it's not gonna be anything over here, right? I mean, it could be. Could be a giant rage bait. Because yeah, if you actually... Hold up. If you get -1 here... -1i... Then... Okay, yeah, you can salvage this, sure. And then you can't go through here. So you have to actually salvage this. Okay, so... This is salvage 78. Problem, how to make sure it doesn't open. Yeah, I'm kind of confused about that. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but that does seem like an issue. Anyway, we've got a lot of salvages here and a lot of things to play around with, but as I've said many times now, I need to go. So I'll probably cut to when I'm back, maybe tomorrow actually, and then we'll do this puzzle.